What's up, guys? I'm back again with another video, and I haven't made a video in a while for the sole fact that, well, one, I haven't felt like it, and two, I haven't gotten around to it, and life's been hectic, pretty fucking hectic actually recently, and I don't remember when the last time I uploaded was. It was a while ago. It was probably sometime during the summer or something like that. Probably summer break, but I just felt like giving you guys a little update video because I figured why the fuck not. And according to my watch, it's 2018. Fuck, it's 2018 now, and I figured I'd just tell you guys how my year was and how it played out for me. Um, 2017, it wasn't the best year. It wasn't the worst year. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of meh. It just it was whatever to me personally. I know some people that it was the worst year of their life, and for others it was the best year of their life. And I had a pretty boring fucking year, honestly. I did some shit over the summer that I probably shouldn't have done, and definitely shouldn't have done. Had a few very close calls with a few things that I'll get into later in the video that were pretty fucking stressful, and I just had a rough time over the past really month. Honestly, December was shitty. Uh, really, but December was my only bad month. Um, Summertime, fucking fun as shit. Uh, I was honestly, I really didn't give a fuck. I really didn't. I fucking spit in a cop's face if I wanted to. That's how I felt. I felt like I was on top of the fucking world, and I just didn't care. And it got me into some pretty fucked up situations that came back to haunt me this month. And number one would be my false fatherhood allegations. I was messing around with a girl over summer. I went back up home to see family, and I was partying with one of my cousins. And this chick who I knew previously from like 2 years ago, one of my exes, she had a good glow up. I mean, she wasn't like hot. She was mad, but she had a nice body. Don't get me wrong. But I was drunk as fuck. I normally I only smoke, but my cousin doesn't smoke, so I was like, fuck it, why not? But I was messing around with her that night, and I remember going to her house. Her parents not being home. She said her parents were out of town, and then I don't remember anything left after that night. And then I remember waking up in the bed next to her. So I don't remember if I used a condom or if I didn't, or I didn't make her take a Plan B. She didn't take a Plan B, which was probably my fault. I should have thought of that ahead of time, and told her, hey, listen, if we're gonna do this, take a Plan B afterwards. But I was fucking shit faced. I really was, and I didn't care. And then I don't remember that night. And then I woke up. I said, time to leave. I don't know where the fuck I am, so I gotta go. She was like, oh, you can't stay for another couple days? I was like, no. I gotta find my cousin. What the fuck? I didn't know where he was. She moved. I didn't know where the fuck I was. So I called him. I was like, yo, Jay, because his name is Jason. I was like, yo, Jay. He was like, what's up, man? Where'd you go? I was like, I honestly don't know where the fuck I am, dude. Honestly. My head hurt so fucking bad. And why? I was like, fuck, man. I was like, my head hurt so fucking bad. And he was like, well, you drank a lot last night. I was like, yeah, I remember that. But I don't know where the fuck I am now. But anyways, I was like, I don't know where the fuck I am. He was like, all right, just send me your location on Siri or some shit, and I'll come get you. I was like, okay. Turns out I was like an hour and a half away from his fucking house. We only drove 5 minutes down the street to a bar. How the fuck did I get an hour and a half away? How does that even happen? Like, how? I don't understand it. But anyways, that's what happened there. And I didn't talk to her for, that was August, I think. So September, October, November, December, 4 months. I didn't talk to her for 4 months. And then she posted a picture of, like, kind of like a CAT scan type deal. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but of her stomach. There was a fucking child in there. I hit her up. I was like, "What the fuck?" She was like, "Oh, well, it's probably yours because we're like 4 months along now." I was like, "What the fuck?" She was like, "Yeah, but it's no big deal. I mean, you either had to move here and move in with me, or you had to pay child support from a fucking 1,000 miles away." I was like, "There's no fucking way that's happening. You need to take a fucking DNA test right now." And she didn't for, God, almost 3 weeks. And I was so stressed out. Oh my God. You had no idea. I was so stressed. I couldn't sleep. I probably got about 10 total hours of sleep the whole 3 weeks that I found out. And that's pretty bad. Because there was a lot of nights where I was like, fuck this. And I just stayed up all night and didn't sleep. I drank, popped pills, I smoked. I did whatever I could just to try to fucking numb the pain. Like, get my anxiety out. You know, most of the time it didn't fucking work. Just made it worse. The only thing that helped was Xans and weed. Those are the only two things that helped. Everything else was just like distracted me from it for a little bit, and then it made it worse. You know, so I definitely would not recommend you go out and do that shit. If you figure something out, fucking smoke a little bit, like half a joint or some shit like that, and then go at it while you have a buzz, while you can like focus properly, and then think about it, you know, and then and come up with solutions. But I had already come up with a bunch of solutions that she just didn't want to do them, and it really stressed me the fuck out. And then finally, like last week, she finally decided to, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take the test because it might be this other guy's, like her ex-boyfriend, now her boyfriend, but it was her ex-boyfriend at the time. And she was like, well, it's probably yours. But then she thought it was his. So she actually took the test, and it showed that me and that child have a 0.07% likeness in our DNA or some shit like that. And it showed that the child and that guy, I'm not naming any names, had like a 99.87% likeness or some shit. I don't know what it is with the 0.7s, but, or point, some, like the 700ths. You know, I don't know what it is with that, but it had 99.87 or some shit like that likeness with him. So then it was his. I figured it out, and I was happy. But for that whole fucking 3 weeks of December, I was like, fuck you. And she was like, fuck you too, you're gonna have to pay child support. It's not like I don't have the money to pay child support, because there's, Jan, go away. There was some shit that I did in the past that I'm not too proud of that allowed me to get said money in a bank account that I don't really own technically, but that's besides the point. And I was just like, fuck it. If I'm gonna find out in 6 months, because then they have to do a DNA test if she's not like married or in a relationship or something like that, or no one claims said child. Then they have to do a DNA test, and I was gonna like, fuck you, I'm gonna send over some spit and then ship it off. I would have fucking drove there, honestly. I was like, that is not my fucking child. And if it was, I was either gonna move there, pay child support, or fucking, yeah, those were my two options. Legally. So I was like, fuck that. So I tried. For 3 weeks. 3 fucking weeks. That's 21 days. With barely any fucking sleep. And just worrying, like, am I actually gonna be a fucking dad in 6 months? Like, am I actually gonna be a dad? Not 6 months, 5 months, half a year. I just said 6 months. Am I actually gonna be a dad? And turns out I'm not. So I'm pretty fucking happy going into this new year. But I know a lot of people whose family members have died recently, and I feel for them. I really do. I feel for them. But 2017 was just a boring year for me, you know? But I've never felt so, like, depressed in my life. Like, before 2017, I was always, like, upbeat and happy and shit like that, you know? But as of, like, 2017, when 2017 hit, I got pretty fucking depressed. Like, a lot. And it was not fun at all. And I hate being depressed and shit like that. But, you know, sometimes shit happens and makes you sad. And you wish you could turn it all back. But when I was happy, I was pretty fucking happy. You know, to put it into like 4 words, 2017 had the highest highs, literally, and the lowest lows, literally. And for most of the time, there was a lot of high highs. So overall, I guess I had a pretty good fucking year. But December really ruined 2017 for me. Maybe that's just because it's the freshest in my mind, and maybe like halfway through 2018, I'll look back on 2017 and think, hey, that year actually wasn't half bad, except for the fact that some girl tried to give me her fucking child. Other than that, you know, it was a pretty good fucking year. But maybe that'll happen in the near future. Maybe it won't, you know, maybe I'll always think 2017 was shitty, just like 2016. 2016 was boring too, but nobody fucks it. 2016, that's in the past. And 2017 is in the past now too. But I think I'm going to end off this video by telling you guys what my New Year's resolution is. And my New Year's resolution is that I simply don't have one. Honestly, 2018, I mean, yeah, it's a new year, it's a new way to look at life and shit like that. And I guess my resolution would be like to be more positive or some shit, or be less of an asshole. You know, because everybody that I fucking know, that I talk to, be like, hey, dude, you're an asshole. You know, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. Fuck you, man. You know, I don't care, personally, but I guess that would be it, is to be less of an asshole. But I mean, it's December 31st or 30th, 31st, I don't know, whichever one comes before January 1st, they're basically the same day to me, except I see New Year's as a way to get shit-faced and high as fuck, and then I can just fuck around, you know. But I guess that will be it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the dog noise. I was too far into this fucking video to start it over. I recorded this like 6 times. Okay, just don't mind it. Alright. Later, guys.